to the Battlefield 4 live stream. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Alex Mendez as we're about to get back into some more gameplay right away here with Battlefield 4.
No delays.
Again, we just wanted to thank all of our sponsors that have been here, had the chance to be able to talk with Matt Skinner there from AMD about what happened. Congratulations about the next gen consoles, as well as providing here for this possibility with all of the 64 players that we have behind us. It's been great watching everything that's been happening and all the capabilities we've had. Of course, we've been streaming live in day 1, day 2, and we'll be also in the future here in day 3 on twitch.tv, also on battlefield.com, and finally on amazon.com in the gaming section where you can also pre-order Battlefield 4 right now.
That is right, guys. So, just so you are aware, if you don't get on that pre-order grind right away, you're doing it wrong. You really do. You get a nifty little battle pack with your Amazon pre-order. So, get on there quickly so that this way you can get that awesome feature. With that said, though, we are going to be looking at some alpha gameplay now and some alpha team gameplay. This is pre-alpha. Funny enough, I make myself chuckle, Corey. I make myself chuckle all the time. But
I know.
But you know what, though? We've been seeing a lot of awesome vehicular gameplay and even some pretty good gun gameplay as well.
I think my favorite part of day 2 has to be the fact whenever the player parachutes down, lands up on top of one of the rooftops, spots another one on the opposing rooftop, and starts shooting out the glass underneath that player. And it was just a great moment of watching all of that happen. But right now, as you can see, taking over this D point.
Yep.
He's about to be contested here in just a moment, though. They got a couple players here from the opposition pushing up now. Spots one right there.
No.
This is in no man's land where you want to be. He finally is going to get taken out there. Again, we're still on board here with Alpha 04. Rockets coming by, flying by there. Again, this tank is a sitting duck. If he waits too much longer, he's able to take out another one. Spots one, trying to be able to push here through the arcade.
Stuck.
He's definitely in a tough spot. Here comes going in all out is Alpha 23. He takes out 2. And I think he's like, hey, you need jumper cables? I got them for you.
Yeah, and now looking at Alpha 05 or Alpha 06, I'm blind. But yeah, so Alpha 06. It's a number. It's a number. Oh, wait a minute. That could be 5. You know what? It's 5 and 6 are together. That is not fair. All right. So anyway, though, just the awesome thing that we're seeing right now, they're going after C. And if we take a look at the tabletop perspective, where is the flow of combat going? So
it should be going over towards D right now.
That is correct. Actually, E is being focused by the commander. Not sure if that's wise. They should probably focus their attention on D. Look at the sea of orange arrows there. Those are all players that are converging on that position.
That's going to be a great battle. Let's go ahead and hop into the action right now. As we're there with Alpha 31, the tanker. The tank driver there. He's going to get a spot 1, backpedaling. He's able to get one shot down range. Still he gets a road kill right in front, coming in, trying to be able to take down this tank. He's in the M1 Abrams, spraying and praying away. The gunner doing a great job. The bullard's going to get pulled out there by the opposition. And finally, there goes the tank. Now on the backside, he's going to have to be on the lookout. See how they're controlling that bullet, allowing them to kind of bait them in. There goes another infantry player. Make that 2, just spraying them down one by one. There goes a third one, fourth one. Can he be able to pick up the last one right here? He goes down as well. A complete massacre right now as he's got 21 kills. And then finally, that gives enough time for another tank to come into the action. He's going to continue to just shut things down. Just one by one, get a nice little backside ram. Still just spraying away. That tank has been disabled, and he's continuing to just lay down the flak thick. And this might be another tank down. He's down lower on health right now. He's going to get, actually doesn't pick up the kill. His teammates help him out, and somehow, some way, he stays alive, even though half the team on the other side was battling against him.
Oh man, Alpha 31 is about to lose that tank though, but what a run there for him. Kudos, a round of applause. What a play. And yeah, so that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how it would sound if There's a Battlefield tournament, and we're casting it. So, Corey.
That's exactly what we're known for.
Yeah, that is very true. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Alpha 31, I hope to see someone mentioning him on Reddit.
That's what competitive gaming has to offer right there for you.
I know, and Battlefield is certainly something that I really, really want to see grow. You know, Astro doing amazing work with the Battlefield competitive community over there. So huge shout outs to him. But yeah, so what we have going on here, the flow of combat, and take a look at that right there. B is taking control there by the CN guys, but the US team 754 to 599, they are controlling this game right now.
All right, so now we're back over here with Alpha 23. Kind of just scanning the ground right now. Going to spot one over here inside of E. Laying down some gunfire there. Nice maneuver. Whoever this pilot is for Alpha 23 doing a great job maneuvering through the buildings. This is one of those things that, you know, these pilots in Battlefield 3 have always impressed me on what's actually possible. So what we see, Alpha 23 is our pilot, and the player that's probably right next to him is actually his gunner. That's Alpha 24. So let's stay with them for a little bit, because I think this is going to be a nice little squadron here. These two that are going to make some really huge ties happen.
Yeah, you can see that they have an entire unit pinned down right inside of the store. They are going to be able to pick off one or two people on that one. So yeah, they're putting a lot of suppressing fire on them, certainly causing quite a ruckus, as you said earlier. You know, and that is what you have to do with the helicopter as well. But it seems as if, you know, that skyscraper is going to be ready to come down any second now. So that is going to really reduce the visibility here.
Man,
what movement!
He's just. So it looks like he may have got nicked there by the tank as it was driving by there. And so, again, they're still laying it down thick.
He has control of this helicopter. It is, anyone who, look at this.
I thought we were in free cam for a moment.
Flying so low, and just look at this. Oh my God, the control that he has on this, just raining it down. He's inside of D. Oh no,
you did it.
He's flying the helicopter inside of D, and oh man, he landed it. You know,
let's get. I want a third-person perspective right now while we're watching him kind of.
Oh, we were so into that, man. That is unfortunate.
It's been a great game so far.
It has been.
We've had one great tank battle where a player was just mowing them down. Look out though, as right now Alpha 24, even though he's not in the heli, he's still picking apart the opposite team here as he's going to get finally taken down though.
Yeah, and 24 is going to go down. Now we're on board for Alpha 3. He's going to be playing that assault class there, as you can see at the bottom left of your screen. No one from the CN side is going to be in a spot to contest them, to challenge them here, but there was someone, if I saw correctly, at E, but I think that probably, no, there was no one at E. There is one player, though, over there, so I don't know what he's doing. There is
They flip spawns almost.
Yeah, this is actually kind of weird, but the AC-130 is...
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good job, cameraman.
Yeah, right? And I wonder if they're going to be able to pick off a few more. Oh, he finds him. This isn't good. This isn't good, Corey. Oh,
raining in.
And he might be able to pick up one.
He's looking for the second one. Dancing, bobbing, and weaving.
Yep, and now that building is going to save them, but only for a little while, as it is going to come around the building once again, and he knows that they're there, and we see them there.
This is about to get dirty.
This is not fair for those poor people on the ground, but you know what, though?
Needs a better of a lead there, though.
That is true.
Leads them just a little bit more. We've got one of the squad leaders trying to run away. Doesn't connect. Still got two more over there towards the staircase, trying to get a little splash damage right now. That one doesn't connect either. And there's different variations, different things that you can do with the AC-130, or the gun, better known as the gunship. And let's see if they can continue. That one does hit, but doesn't finish off the player.
Yeah, and AC-130 control, you know, he obviously, because he's twisting and turning here, his aim is going to be a little off, so that is the balance, so to speak. You have to really lead your shots with that gunship. You cannot just hope to get a direct shot. It doesn't work like that. It has an arc on it, as you can see there. So yeah, so AC-130 is going to be doing the work here for Alpha. Let's go ahead and check out tabletop and see what else is going on here. There is a UAV down there that will be circling around C, but B is going to be the point of interest here. So let's go ahead and bring our camera over there to Bravo 14 for the CN side, as they are going to fight their way back into this.
Yeah, so right now you can see the little battle going on. Just for those of you at home that are kind of curious why the the orange and blue have switched. Right now we're on the Chinese side, so this team, the point of view that we have right now, will be shooting at the blue icons. So stay with us right now.
Yep.
As right now, as we see, they're kind of wrapping back around, kind of getting the chance to be able to really get to see how the infantry works here. Looks like he's got the two different types of attachments here. He's got one optical, but then he also has another optical, kind of double his zoom. I'm not exactly sure what the zooms are on him. Maybe like a 4 times and a 2 times. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yep, and the
actually, can we hop into a third-person view? I know he's in the water right now. Let's check.
He might
hop into a third person right now. So he's got an angled grip right there.
Corey, he's gonna die.
And muzzle grip. So let's see. He's trying to work his way across. We go back to tabletop. We don't want to watch him swim for too long.
He's gonna
die. Oh, I want to see this.
Are you gonna stay alive? Get him! No, he lives.
Is he under the ground? Did he get out of it just in time?
He lives.
Oh wow!
What an Olympic swimmer!
He's going.
Well, that was weird.
I almost got crushed by a building.
That was so awesome.
Only in Battlefield, while you're going on a swim across the canal, can you almost get hit by a skyscraper.
It's hilarious. Oh, man. Back with our friend Alpha 31 causing a little bit more problems with that MRAP there. Is going to be using that sentry on it. And you know what? Oh, this actually is Alpha 14, excuse me. He's in the MRAP.
He's the gunner of this.
Oh, he's the gunner. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see. No, we are on board with Alpha 14.
Right, but he's the gunner of this.
Ah, I see. You're so smart. And I didn't notice at first, but yeah. So and you know what too? We haven't really seen this this vehicle be all that effective. I guess a lot of players haven't figured out ways to do it. But look at that there, the control of that helicopter. We know who that is. But yeah, I haven't really seen this being a really effective tool yet. Do you think that it has the capability to do so right now? I mean, they have this top control with the MRAP.
These types of vehicles are a lot better for types of drive-bys, quick movements. You don't want to be a sitting duck. I mean, you definitely don't have the armor. You have a little bit more armor than you used to have in Battlefield 3 with the Jeeps. But other than that, I mean, it's still pretty easy to take out one of these vehicles. So you got to keep on the move. It's more of a transport type vehicle to get from one point to another. Kind of just drop off your teammates in another region, similar to the amphibious vehicle as well. See, this is where you want to keep moving.
And look at that, one hit with that, drop down the armor of that tank by about 70. So that was a big hit.
So there answers the question right there. So it had been stated there on Reddit that you can shoot out the tire and it will be disabled. Of course, we had the chance to be able to talk with Patrick Bach about that. He said, well, you can't actually you can't actually shoot out the tires per se, but that's like a form of disabling the vehicle. So that way, now you know what the animation looks like. As right there, you can see he's under a little bit of gunfire there. We're back over here with Alpha 13. We also got the chance just a moment ago. I didn't even really try. I tried to do it as best I could, but we saw the motion ball. It's similar to the motion sensor, but more mobile, where you can actually throw it.
Yeah, and it certainly is a good tool to be able to.
Oh, that's a hard scope to make. Yeah, he's going to go for the no scope. Right behind him, and I believe another player took him out.
Yeah, more than likely on that one. So, all right, well, and let's see what actually this player is running with right now. I'm pretty curious if we can go over to third-person mode. Well, he's running with a knife, and you always run faster with a knife.
I don't know if that's. I don't know how true that is across.
In Battlefield,
I'm pretty sure. I think you run a little bit faster, maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
That's a question that we'll have to go back.
Give a shout out to FPS Doug. That was really the entire purpose of that. FPS Doug was my influence. That joke, and it fell on deaf ears. Corey.
It was lost on me.
You let me down. You let me down. You really did. No, but yeah. So he ran out. I think he ended up getting some help.
Well, he's out of ammo in all of his weapons. Every single one of them.
He's just gonna knife it up.
He does have another ammo. You're out of ammo in all of your weapons, and you take this long to drop an ammo box.
Well, maybe he wanted the suspense and the drama, right? To get out there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this with my knife, and I'm gonna succeed, and then I'll bring out my ammo. Makes sense. Perfect sense.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah, and you see they actually has
that replenish too.
That is true. Actually has that silencer there on that M9 pistol.
Again, adding attachments to your weapons, because the way it was in Battlefield 3, it was basically another weapon, but it was one would have a silencer, the other wouldn't. Here you can actually just change the attachment for it.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's something that, that I know a lot of people I would be happy about it, you know, certainly to just have the silencer.
Right, so it's not just an M9, it's an M9 with an attachment.
Yeah.
Not necessarily always a silencer, not necessarily nothing at all.
Yeah.
So it can be anything.
Yeah, yep. And, so, you know, still here with Alpha 31, finding a couple players over. You might be able to pick off one or two of them here.
And look at that drag.
Yeah, he is able to take him out. So that is the end of that one. Able to drop 522 to 277 here. The CN guys are being dominated at this point in time, but they are fighting their way back through. B is going to be A and B for the U.S. And as well as D, and they're going for C too. That is going to hurt them so much. Their commander will not have anything to provide for them on the battlefield.
Right now, again, we're still over here. He spots one there finally. One of the other players is able to take him out. Of course, A, B, and D belong to the U.S. squad. They're trying to neutralize towards that C point. They have D, but looks like they're going to try to be able to work their way back over there towards E. Let's take a look at the tabletop while we get the chance to figure out where the next point is going to be. You can tell that right now the U.S. side is heading over there towards E right now. But looks like probably the Chinese are trying to take over A and B right now as well.
Yeah, yep. You know, when we oh, look at this here. You can actually see that they are being super aggressive. Yeah, if we can bring up the tabletop just for a second and see what's going on. So yeah, there you go. No one by E to defend them. One tank as well. But as we're speaking about it, you can see that they're flipping those flags there. A tank is going to be resting on A, and they are going to get C as well.
Looks like you've got one player that's over there towards B right now trying to take it all by himself. So really on the left side of the map, it's just being controlled by individual players. Majority of the action's happening over right now towards E. Let's go ahead and hop on over here towards the E side.
Now,
looks like we're going to be able to push around.
Let's see what we have. Looking at Alpha 13, there's no one near him, so he doesn't have to play too timid, but he doesn't know that, of course. We know because we have spectator mode. We have the all-seeing eye.
All-seeing eye.
Alpha 13 able to nail some shots across map there, hopefully trying to pick off one or two players and assist his teammates as they make their way in. But with that said, they have E, but they lost a lot in that pursuit of it. I wonder how the CN guys managed to make their way across the water on that one, probably taking advantage of the amphibious vehicles, because they surely had to go through that plethora of players to make their way to the other side.
As right now, as you can see, they're trying to continue to still push up, but there's a nice defensive wall here from the U.S. side holding down E. They're spread all the way out. Nobody's trying to bunch up together. But look out, though. Remember that the Chinese spawn is just on the other side. Still pushing in. This time, there comes a Tomahawk. That takes out three for sure. As now they're going to start to be able to push in there. They split up the numbers. Here rolls in a tank. They're going to try to be able to pick up. Oh, that's a double kill coming in from the tank there from the Chinese side. It's going to be fired upon from both sides. There goes two down lane. And they'll just continue to be able to push up there. The attraction is towards the tank, and so the infantry can kind of pick up that other one on the bottom side. Tank's going to do a lot of damage. Looks like they're going to hightail it out of there. They've got one, might possibly be trying to repair that one. But look at that. Again, I said that the E flag was under such great control by the U.S., but again, that Chinese spawn is so close to the E flag, they can just stroll on in. Yeah,
and you can see one more CN player actually pushing in a 1v1 now by the E flag. Wait a minute, 3 players
squads
for the Bravo team here. As you can see, one member of the U.S. squad left alive. He is finally going to get picked off. That is going to be the end of that run. And that helicopter really not as effective that time around on those passes. I wonder where, and let's actually check out tabletop real quick. Where is the helicopter? It's actually lingering around E at this point in time.
He's struggling. He's actually trying to make it a road vehicle right now.
Yeah, right? Imagine.
It looks like possibly a sled of some sort. But right now we're on board here with Alpha 28 as, again, he's trying to do some type of touch and goes. Again, this is more of a demo type purpose. Maybe his teammate might actually come back his way. He spots a bunch. This could be an absolute bloodbath, but that's not going to happen there.
Not able to pick up those players, so he's going to have to try again, possibly.
Yeah, he finally has a gunner now with him.
Yeah, so that is certainly going to help him out a lot in this pursuit.
Oh, under fire.
Oh,
low health. 16 health left in this helicopter. He's going to try to keep it alive. 13, it's ticking away. You need to parachute out now. Looks like the flame is extinguished, and boom!
That's it.
As he slides right into the side of the building, it taken out, and we see from that AC-130's perspective. But back over here with Alpha 23, he brings in another helicopters, and just like that, we've got another UH-1Y here, or an Apache coming in here. And,
whoa!
Oh wow, he bounces out at the last point. Coming up right here, coming up close. And he's just going to try to be able to take him out. He still hasn't finished him off. He's just going for a no-scope. And right now it's going to be Alpha. That's Alpha 03 now that we're on board with. And so far, though, 168 there for the Chinese. But on the other side, doubling is going to be the U.S. side with 340. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. You can see that we've got one player that's 33-9. That's who we've been on board with here. Alpha 32 spots one, spraying down. He's able to try to pick up two. Not going to happen there. Giving some nice. He's just great control over this weapon now. Yeah,
most certainly. You can see that he is more than aware of how to play Battlefield. That is apparent, and he is providing that cover.
It's perfect drag too. He's just noticing how the bullets just fall over time, and you see how he's able to lead his shots.
Yeah,
and there's that little ammo packs.
Very astute observation, Corey. But yeah, wow, and that certainly has been quite the sight. You know, when a player understands the mechanics of the game, it is really cool to see, because it just shows it shows the, I guess, the variety and the versatility of Battlefield as a whole, and also its player base.
This player right out here needs some ammo. He can provide that if he needs to. He dropped a couple ammo packs back there. He has both the ammo pack and the ammo box. So there you go. You see, again, just team camaraderie there as he drops it. But there's still the other player that actually needs it. That player can backpedal to him, and he can stick that ammo pack on his backside and say, go on your way.
Yeah, go on your way. Destruction is yours. There are going to be two Bravo players and another one right in front here of Alpha 32.
Nice
finding that one player with that control. He's suppressing him so lovely, but he's going to have to be wary of that player on the left as he took some shots there. And he is right now sitting at around 68 health, but he manages to rain down one player, takes him out. Another one's going to be right in front. And there's another one as well, so he's going to be able to pick him off easily.
Right there, face to face.
That is unfortunate, but a good run there. And Alpha 23 now is just going to continue to apply this pressure here, and he's going to get picked off as well.
All right, as we take a look, still a 120 ticket lead here for the U.S. side. And right now, as they maintain both A and E, of course, right now, trying to neutralize E is going to be the Chinese. Again, look how close that spawn is. You can see where the CN is. And so right now, they really haven't had anybody trying to take over any helicopters. And finally, we see one hopping in to a heli inside of the Chinese spawn. Here comes a Tomahawk. But let's see where that one lands. It's going to land right on top. And will it be enough? It doesn't look like it ended up actually hitting. Oh, it does pick off one over there.
And the Tomahawk is actually going to be coming down over by the by E, and I think it is not able to pick up any either. They CN finally have a pilot in the air, 234 to 122 in the ticket count.
We may have a battle here. Let's go and take a look here and see what we've got. If we can see a helicopter battle here.
I hope they run into
First person or third person, okay with it.
I hope they run into each other, because that would certainly be really cool. I don't even think they saw each other. So
it doesn't look like they saw each other.
Yeah, but you know what though? Alpha 28, he's going to continue to apply this pressure here and see if he, oh, wait a minute, going after this, that vehicle, not able to clean him up, but still a very good good run there on the street and great control.
Again, they were so close to passing by one another there. Again, it just goes back to some of your field of view, being able to jump out to a third person and look and see your environment, see where you're around. And you know, sometimes it's good to be able to switch between the two. Now we're seeing some one of the amphibious vehicles out there trying to fire upon this helicopter. This helicopter is going to have nothing of it as he's firing right down towards the water. Doesn't believe he connects yet, and he's still being fired upon right now. He's getting that's going to kind of deter him a little bit. Going completely annoyed right now. As again, right as we noticed, the U.S. are still leading, but the Chinese have not stopped just yet.
Yeah, this actually has been a really good battle between these two teams. All 64 players are just duking it out. And now, as we look here, we see vehicles that are prepping to cross the bridge. But this helicopter that is being piloted by Alpha 28 is not going to have any of that. If he is astute with it, he can really apply that pressure to anyone trying to cross the bridge. It is an open area, Corey, one that the CN guys surely have to be aware of. They hear the helicopter overhead, and it seems as if they are aware. But look at that here. They are pushing out through sea. Here comes the missiles. It's coming down. The Viper now is going to find a couple of the CN guys, taking out one. Can he get a third as well? And no, he is not able to. He takes out two, but that was a great rush, and they made the call out. So now the guys over at sea are anticipating these CN soldiers to push up on the sea flag.
All right. And that looks like that's probably going to be it for now as we kind of wind things down here in that matchup. But that was a lot of fun. Let's kind of talk about some of the things that we saw. I mean, we saw a great tank play there in the beginning where he was able to just completely dominate one after the next. And then finally, after that, we saw some really good airplay there from the helicopter, just navigating through each of the buildings. That's just incredibly impressive. And just some great infantry work. We saw how well Alpha 32, whoever's out here, was able to just lay down some gunfire and to pick up some kills.
Yeah, it was really cool. The control of the helicopter was just so cool to see, especially when you had the free cam out there. You were seeing just how the helicopter was bobbing and weaving its way through the city streets. Certainly was very cool. Well, guys, while we had some awesome gameplay, that gameplay would not have been possible with some Razer peripherals. Most importantly, keyboard and mouse. And we're actually going to take the opportunity to speak with a Razer representative here in just a little bit. Razer supporting the booth here at E3 2013. Yep. It's going to be pretty cool, right? It's
going to be great. While we'll be, taking care of kind of helping you out throughout the breaks. I mean, getting the chance to be able to get their perspective on things and how they're helping here with Battlefield 4 while we wait for our next 64 players to get briefed on exactly what's going to be happening here whenever they get into gameplay. So stick around. We'll have the chance to be able to talk to Razer next, right here from the Battlefield 4 live stream. Whether you're watching us on Twitch, Amazon, or Battlefield.com, thanks for tuning in so far. There's still so much more show to go. We'll be back after the break.